I think we all heard about the fact that marketers are among the professions with least trust. And I also know from a fact when talking to friends and family and they ask you what you work with, that many times you get the question or the sort of summary that, so you're the one that following me with annoying ads across the web, really.
Yeah, it's quite funny. I mean, if you were to ask marketers themselves what it is that they do, most of them would say that their job is to connect brands and consumers and build relationships. But I think today, you could really kind of ask the question if that is really the case, I think.
But I think it's safe to say that it's been a low focus on marketing ethics in general, and that it's like really early days for the industry when it comes to that. Comparing to 10 years ago, the industry was much more focused on what we could do with data and experimentation and really trying new things out rather than discussing these topics.
Yeah, and I mean, I think when you think about privacy and looking back a bit, it was certainly not something that was really on the table. I mean, there were definitely some dark arts, such as buying email addresses or third-party data, but the key thing really was that it wasn't something that marketers thought all that much about, and certainly not something that we took action on.
And then GDPR came along and became sort of a wake-up call, and I think it's been clear that has been pushing the industry a lot. But it's also been clear that it's been pushed by regulation and not the industry itself. And I think it's sort of time for the industry now to make sure to lead the way and stop being reactive to these regulations. I think marketers need to step up and sort of lead the way within this if we're serious about wanting to provide a good customer experience and so on.
Yeah, and I mean, if we look at where we actually stand today, I mean, we have the technology, we have really a lot more new knowledge, and we have some really good practices around these topics, and they should be able to help make marketing a more positive experience. And I think we'll also be the first to admit that this is a super complicated area. And when we look at what we can do today, there are things such as using data more responsibly, thinking about how we collect it, but also thinking about aspects such as targeting and how we can improve how we do that. And I think there is really one strong conviction that we have, which is that if the industry got together, marketers, agencies and brands, and really thought about how can we share knowledge and how can we actually talk about these challenges, I think that we could all learn a lot more and really pick up the pace in this area and move forward.
To help with that, Precis have commissioned Forrester Consulting to survey senior marketers across the Nordics and UKI on the topic of marketing ethics. And this report is generating a lot of interesting insights, one of them being the fact that over 80% rank customer satisfaction as their top priority, while at the same time less than 50% are able to push activities that goes beyond what regulations are requiring. So it's clearly a situation where the intention is there, but we're falling a bit short.